Welcome back to Etheria Restart. I have a big video for you today because we are going to do a bunch of summons with hopes of pulling Holden, but we're also going to be talking about both Holden and about Hoyan inside of this video and a full plan and basically breaking down our plan so that we can be successful and pull in the animus that we're looking for. In addition to that, I also am going to be purchasing something from the Dazzlers Pulse over here, going to party. We're going to go into the shop because there's something that is very good value under the Harmony bundle. I'm talking about this Jazz Swing bundle. It gives me 10 extra pulls, gives me a bunch of the Dazzler discs as well, and it only costs $5, and we have some currency already on the account. So I'm going to pick that up right here to start out the video. Do what you like with your own money. That is completely up to you. This is money that I invested back in the beta that came back to me 2 times. But now that I have that, I want to thank Etheria Restart for sponsoring the video, and I want to urge all of you to get yourself 10 extra pulls for free from scanning this QR code or using my link in the description to download the game. Now, of course, you guys know I'm not here alone. I am here with my boy Hermes. Hermes, what's going on, man? I want to start out with you talking about these 2 new animus. These are the 2 newest animus inside of the game. So why don't you give a breakdown here first of Holden, then we'll get a little bit of a breakdown for Hoyan, and then we can get into our pulls.
Right. So Holden is going to be one of those RGB, one of those red reason Animus SSR. He's brand new to the game. And honestly, he is going to be great, I think, across both PvP and PvE. On that A1, he does 3 hits of damage and has an opportunity to put 1 turn defense break on that enemy, which I think is a really big A1 to have to deal a lot of hits, as well as having a possibility of hitting that defense break. And then additionally, he also has at the start of his battle, it's a passive ability, as for every amount of a certain amount of defense that he has, it increases his counterattack rate by 10% and gives him increases his damage by 5%. And those are really, really big. Since he's a defense-based damage dealer, you really stack up a lot of extra damage with that.
Got it. All right. So, and now just for context here, Holden is the one that we're trying to get here. That is the goal for the day. Even though Hoyan is another one that's brand new to the game. Tell us a little bit about Hoyan being a new animus.
Yeah, so with Hoyan, something that's really big with her, I think, is her ability to cheat death. So when she has on her passive ability, she has the when she is about to be hit with fatal damage, what she does, she applies the soul ward to herself for 1 turn, and
Mhm.
she immediately attacks with her A2 ability that does a lot of damage to a single enemy. So basically, Hoyan is a big time single damage dealer that can really nuke out a team. So you have to be very careful, especially in PvP, going against her, because what she can do is that you try to hit her, you try to kill her, and what'll happen is that she'll stack up. So her passive stacks that apply additional damage
Mhm.
to the enemies, as well as being able to block revive them. And then on top of that, she'll then counterattack with that ability whenever you try to kill her. And then when she counterattacks and you die, you're not coming back to the battle, and that's really, really bad.
All right, so she sounds pretty brutal based off of everything that you just said. So my question is, because you and I, we always talk about this account and how we can improve it and what the best moves are, why do you feel that Holden is better for my personal account versus the other new animus?
So there's a couple of things. Number one is his RGB type, right? So Holden is a reason animus, whereas Hoyen is one of the what is it? What are they? Hollow? Yeah, it's one of the hollow animus damage dealers. So on
Hmm.
your account, you already have Real Mocha to be that kind of that big time damage dealer.
Right.
But on top of that, you're also looking for animus that really have ability to be used in both PvE and PvP as you're still progressing through the game. So Holden has an AoE ability. He has a single, what is that? A single attack that can do cooldown increasing abilities, has a really powerful A1. He brings a lot more to the table on both PvE and PvP, whereas Hoyan is really a PvE, PvP focused animus, and that's
Hmm.
not really what you're looking for in your account right now.
Makes a lot of sense, and I appreciate you always taking the time to kind of go over all this with the community here. All right, so we have 145 pulls, plus we have a rainbow pull as well. The plan is to do 8 of the summons here, 8, 10 pulls, but hopefully we can pull in Holden before that. Then we're going to be going over to our permanent summon, summoning a whole bunch there, and with 40 left, if we don't pull Klaus, we're going to come over here and finally use our targeted summon, which we've been sitting on this here on this account for about 2 weeks. So what we're hoping for is that we get Holden nice and early right here. What you guys can do, as always, throw a like in the video, gives us that luck. You ready to go, Hermes?
Oh yeah, it won't be as exciting because we'll know which gold we got, but you know, it's still like let's get an early gold, pop them early, and get over to the other banners.
That's right. We're going to be pulling until we have 45 left, starting with our first summon here. Let's hope that we can get what we need nice and early. Not on this round, but you know what? It's all right. Okay, we're going to keep on going in. That's pull number 1.
And an SR that we're really looking for as well would be Ditting. If you can get him, he is really taking over the game right now, doing a lot of really big damage against shell bosses. And I think you still have a couple more copies of him to really empower him to the max.
Yes, let's go. On the third pull?
Yeah, this is him. On the third pull. That's super early. Wow.
That is absolutely beautiful. Lucky. Let's share it. Let's get ourselves some Animus crystals right here. Some Hydra crystals. Yeah. Beautiful, man. That is 30. Great. Now, what this means is we can now take this over and switch over to our permanent banner. Because what are we trying to get here out of the permanent summon? What's the focus that you're looking for here?
I mean, I feel like for your account, again, like if you can get Klaus, is a great one. I think another one is Beotin for her ability to revive. And then as well, Rosa for another really good odd damage dealer for your account would all be great ones to pull. As well as obviously, you know, just a quick Messiah would be nice.
Can I ask a quick question to you before we pull? Why not go to the other limited banner and pull Hoyan, since we got so early our pull on Holden?
So I think that you could go for Hoyan if you really wanted her. I think that for you have a lot of pretty good arena champ or animus right now. And the problem is, again, is that she's only for that arena. So you won't really have that payoff for a while while using her. To the point where it's more beneficial to hopefully pull in multiple of them. Because let's say that you were able to pull in a double, you would only get 2 of her. Whereas if you were to pull in the regular one, there's still so many for you to get onto your account that if you have the opportunity to get some of those, they would be more impactful than she would be. Additionally, getting those light dark units, everything else, those would all be great.
Makes a lot of sense. I just wanted you to share it. All right, we're going to go into the permanent banner, and we're going to pull, like I said, until there are 40 left. And again, we're also hoping to get Klaus here and see how that's going to change what we do with our targeted summon. Let's see if we can get it going in with our first 10 pull right here. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, man.
Off the bat. Let's go. What do we got?
We got a Lilith.
A Lilith. Okay.
For
a second, I thought that was another Lily. I was about to go crazy.
Listen,
Don't forget to share her.
Oh, correct. Yes. Beautiful.
Get those extra Hydra crystals.
Listen, I'll take SSRs all day long, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You already got 2?
That's 2 so far out of, what, 4 summons? So far, so good?
That's really good.
All right. Keep this rolling. Not this time around.
Yeah. I think it was really interesting, though, to see a lot of people really liked Hoyan because her skills have been announced before the game had launched, like officially, like when it was still in beta. But no one had actually seen Holden's skills. But once people saw what he was like, they're like, not everyone, but a lot of people who jumped ship and were like, let's go to Holden. He seems like a lot better of an option than Hoyan is.
It makes sense. And also you gotta get your hands on, test it out as well before you absolutely know. But you could do a lot of theory crafting before. Now we have a bunch.
Right.
We're due for something soon because we've got a bunch of pulls here without what we're
we got one more 10 pull.
One more 10 pull, and then we're going to targeted. Yep. Let's see if we can get it right here. Nope, we didn't get it right here. So we had a
Oh,
strong start, man. But then we slowed
yeah, I
down.
was hopeful.
Yeah, I was hopeful too. Well, let's go with our targeted summon. Maybe we'll get it right off the bat. We'll see what we can get.
Well, we gotta get the Ascension summon first. You should probably try it,
Good
just in
idea.
case. I know we haven't really gotten lucky on those, but just in case, because it's got a higher chance of getting that SSR.
We have had zero luck on the Ascension summon so far, but let's see right here if we can get something. It's a single pull. What are we gonna grab? And nope.
Ugh. As per
It's
the usual.
As per the, yeah, these have not been going in our favor on this account, which is funny. So to the
No, not
targeted
at
summon
all.
we go. To the targeted summon we go.
All right.
Pulling for Kloss.
Pick up Kloss.
We got 10 pulls right here.
Yeah, really, really strong debuffer. A lot of really good work that she puts in, helping to control the account. Marvel,
Did we
you
just?
got a Marvel in your account.
Oh my
That was like
gosh!
the last SSR you had. Wow.
And I didn't pause on it.
huge.
I didn't even pause.
No,
All right.
you
So we
didn't.
did pull in Marvel. Let me go over to my. Let me go over to the archive really quickly to pull him up. Where is this guy?
Yeah, that'll be really big for you. I'm like, I think at this point you're probably about to get ready to go into some PvP. He is a really, really big one that's used a lot in PvP.
I remember in our last pull session we were trying to pull for Marvel, didn't get him. Is that it right here? Oh, we got a couple. We got a few more, but we're looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
that's the last, like, the super important ones that you want to have.
No, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so we're gonna summon what? 3 more pulls. Obviously, targeted summon is basically guaranteeing me Kloss, but let's see if we can get something else along the way as well.
Yeah. Give a little sugar on top.
I like a little sugar on top, man. But this is probably gonna take us all the way into our fourth. Oh, here we go.
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, welcome Kloss to the
Come
gang.
on.
Welcome Kloss to the gang.
Oh.
We're gonna save that. So now
Was that early? What happened there?
that was the third pull.
I think that's early, right?
That was the third pull. Yes.
Yeah.
So do we do the?
Is it just done now?
Well, no. I still have the targeted summon. I could change my wish.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say at this point probably go for Rosa.
Rose is the next best bet here. That's so funny. She came from the
Yeah.
targeted summon, but early, so we still have the ability to target summon again.
Do we? No, it doesn't look like you can.
Oh,
It's grayed out.
oh, you're right. I can't. You're right. I can't.
Oh, dude.
So wait, did that target? Did we lose it because we got the wish beforehand? Oh, that stinks.
So I think what it is well, but I think it probably is that you can only pull that SSR. You can't pull other SSRs on the way. So it's just saying within 40 pulls, you're guaranteed to get this one.
But it can
Yeah, like
happen.
it says guaranteed target SSR within 40 summons. So it can happen early.
Got it. I got it. Now, does that reset my permanent summons pulls? Because we had a big dry streak on these permanent summon pulls, but we got our targeted summons in 30.
I feel like it's different. I mean, I guess it could be wrong. We could always pull 10 and try to find out, but I feel like it's maybe we'll look at the summon record because that might say differently.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, no, this one I think is it's current type. So this one I think is specifically for this one's specifically talking about doing this one because
These
we got the
pulls.
Lilith.
All right, so shall we do the other 10? We'll pull the other 10 right here, see if we can get anything out of it. You like
might
that
as well,
idea?
right?
Might as well. Let's see if we hit pity on this one as
Yeah.
well. Because so far, 3 SSRs so far in this video. Let's see if we can pull in another one right here. And we do! That's a good idea.
Let's go.
Good idea. Let's make it a good one.
Oh, come on. Ooh, is that? Ooh, Rahu. Okay.
Rahu. And another brand
That's
new
actually
one.
funny.
Why is that funny?
So, because he's another defense-based damage dealer, and we just pulled in Holden, so now you're gonna have 2 defense-based damage dealers fighting for your best defense-based gear.
God.
So I think he'll probably be more of an enabler for Holden than he will be like your primary damage dealer.
And that's
But
fine.
still,
At the end of the
great pulls.
At the end of the day,
That's
I'm a
brutal.
collector, man. I want to get as many of these on the account as I can, and heading in the right direction. So we ended up pulling in 4 Animus out of 140 pulls today, which is pretty good. Although one of them was targeted. Actually, Two of them were targeted
Yeah.
in a sense. Still, a successful day in my opinion. We
It
got
was
what
good
we
rates.
were out for. They are good rates, man. I mean, we've seen that pretty consistently throughout. We've been getting good pull rates along the way, but the hero of the day is getting Holden on the roster and only 3 pulls. That was a huge
Yes.
win.
100%.
All
It
right,
was a big time win.
yeah, man, I'm stoked about it. So thanks again to Etheria Restart for sponsoring the video. If you want 10 pulls of your own, you got your QR code right here or link in the description. Let's see what you guys can pull. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.